Assalamu alaikum, our dear students, and welcome to a new lesson for our school, Qatar Technical School. This lesson is an English lesson for grade 10 using Technical English Book 1. And the title of today's lesson is Unit 5 Workbook. Before we start the lesson, let's have a look at the objectives. Today we have 3 objectives. The first one is using antonyms to write sentences with opposite meanings. The word antonyms means a word and its opposite. The second objective is writing temperatures using 2 different systems. The third objective is giving short answers to WH questions. To be able to do this lesson, please go to the workbook page 24 and page 26. We will start by looking at page 24. Okay, this is exercise 1, page 24. The title is heating system. What we need to do is to draw a line from each word to its opposite. We have 9 words: sink, above, bottom, out of, cold, cool, enter, outlet, and push. And this is one group. The other group is the opposite of the first group. The words are hot, inlet, leave, heat, pull, rise, top, below, and into. I'll ask you please to pause the video for about 3 minutes. Try to match each word with its opposite, then come back to check the answers. Okay, now let's check the answers together. The first word is sink. And what is the opposite? It's rise. Very good. Then above. And the opposite is below. Very good. Next, bottom. The opposite is top. Very good. Next, out of. And the opposite word is into. Excellent. The next word is cold. And the opposite is hot. Excellent. Next, cool, heat. Cool here is a verb, and heat also is a verb. To cool something means to make the temperature less. Enter, the opposite is leave. Outlet, and the opposite is inlet. And finally, push. The opposite is pull. Okay, now let's move to exercise 2 on the same page, page 24 in the workbook. What we need to do is to rewrite the sentences, change the words in italics, use words with opposite meanings from question 1. So what we did in question 1 will help us answer this exercise. We have an example, which is number 1 here, which says a solar panel heats water. We need to change fridge from solar panel into fridge. So we say a fridge cools water. So we see a solar panel heats water while a fridge cools water. These are 2 sentences with opposite meanings. Let's do number 2 as an example also. Hot water rises to the top of a water tank. Here we have 3 words in italics, which are hot, rises, and top. So we will write the sentence again, but we'll change these words. So the answer will be cold water sinks to the bottom of a water tank. I think you've got the idea, so please do question 3, 4, and 5 and then come back to check the answers. Okay, welcome back. Let's see the answer for number 3. The inlet pipe for cold water is below the pump. Here we're going to change 3 words: inlet, cold, and below. So the answer will be the outlet pipe for hot water is above the pump. Very good. Now let's move to number 4. Water enters the tank through the inlet pipe. Here we have 2 words that we're going to change: enters and inlet. So the answer will be water leaves the tank through the outlet pipe. Excellent. Finally, number 5, push the shower head into the pipe. So the answer will be, after we change 2 words, push and into, it will be pull the shower head out of the pipe. Thank you. Okay, now let's move to page 26. The title is Cooling System. Here exercise 1. We need to complete these sentences for a world weather forecast. Write the temperatures as words. Here we have temperatures in Fahrenheit or Celsius. So we need to write and follow the example. Number 1 is done as an example. The nighttime temperature in Helsinki will be -2 degrees Fahrenheit. So we open the brackets, we see -2 degrees Fahrenheit using numbers and symbols, but they were written in letters in italics. Number 2 also is an example. The daytime temperature in Mexico City will be 21 degrees Celsius. Okay, now please take 3 or 4 minutes to answer questions 3 through 6, then come back to check the answers. Okay, I assume that you have answered question 3 through 6, so let's check the answers together. Number 3, the daytime temperature in Los Angeles will be 75 degrees Fahrenheit, and it will be written this way. Number 4, the coldest night temperature in Moscow will be -8 degrees Celsius, and it will be written this way. Number 5, the daytime temperature in Tunis will be 24 degrees Celsius, and it will be written this way. Number 6, the highest daytime temperature in Karachi will be 33 degrees Celsius, and it will be written this way. Okay, so now we have done the first and second objectives. In the first objective, we wrote sentences with opposite meanings, and here we wrote the temperature using 2 different systems. Now let's move to our third and final objective for today. This is exercise 2. Use the words in the box to answer the questions with short answers. Use some of the words twice. We have cool water, engine, fan, hot water, thermostat, 2 hoses, water pump. We studied these words in the lesson that talked about the car cooling system in the course book. So we need to answer the questions. For example, number 1, what pushes cool water around the engine? The answer is the water pump. Here we're giving short answers for these WH questions. We call them WH questions because they start with words like what, where, when, and so on. But all what we have here is what. So let's continue. Number 2, what connects the radiator to the engine? Think. Very good. It's 2 hoses, one at the top and one at the bottom. We will do number 3 as an example also, and then I give you some time to answer questions 4 to 9. Number 3, what controls the temperature of the engine? Very good, the thermostat. Now take 3 or 4 minutes to answer the rest of the questions, then come back for checking the answers. Okay, now let's check together. Number 4, what flows from the engine to the radiator? Very good. It's hot water. What blows air through the radiator? The fan. Number 6, what sinks to the bottom of the radiator? It's cool water. Number 7, what cools the water in the radiator? It will be a repeated answer or a repeated word because it's the fan. Number 8, what passes along the bottom hose and back to the engine? Cool water. And finally, number 9, what drives the water pump? It's the engine. Very good. So we repeated the fan and cool water for questions 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so now after achieving all our objectives for today's lesson, please don't forget to go to the teams to do the homework. You have 24 hours to do the homework. Please do your best. To answer correctly. We wish you all the luck. Goodbye.